This is Jonas J. Campbell from That Park Place, and this is Everything Woke about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, the Disney Channel animated series set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, produced by Lawrence Fishburne and available on Disney+. We start by introducing Moon Girl's family. Just to be clear, this is a stable nuclear family and a family of color. Both of these things are great, and I appreciate that I get to say something good right at the start.
Mixer's good to go, Mom!
Moon Girl, or in this case Lunella, is able to fix electrical components. That's good.
Fryer's fixed, Mimi!
Thank you, sweet child.
She also knows how to fix a deep fryer, indicating that this is a tight family-run small business that is heavily reliant on the entire family unit. Also good.
Blind date skate night. Single skating, but blindfolded.
Sounds like a winner to me, Dad.
And the Black Father is portrayed as an idiot. Not cool, Disney.
Lunella Lafayette, you better get yourself out here with your old pops.
And say no to the longest reigning roller jam king? Do I look like a fool?
Multi-generational family bonds. That's great.
What do we do when the going gets tough?
We roll with it.
Tight family unit. Very good.
What's that? I mean, I totally get it because I'm awesome at math, but what is it?
So far, all the female characters are smart, and all of the dumb characters are male.
There was this scientist. She was working on this top secret project for the space program, but then she just up and vanished.
This photo makes the only black person and the only female the most important.
Well, then somebody call the Avengers!
I'm afraid the Avengers got bigger fish to fry.
Yes, this is the MCU.
You become part of a bigger universe.
Do they even go below 14th Street?
I guess the Avengers don't care about poor people. This is Devil Dinosaur, a character name that I'm sure all the mothers from 1980 would love.
Don't you know what KISS stands for? Knights in Satan's service.
That's why we've been having blackouts. She's literally stealing our power.
Very subtle.
What have I been telling you for the last 40 years?
That there are lizards in the sewers, and it's only a matter of time before they rise up.
Ah, there you go. They make the black grandfather look stupid too.
How old are you?
13.
Just level setting here, this character is a teenager.
So, service management.
Also, almost any time she's on screen, there's a rainbow. I wonder why.
But, hear me out. We discussed it, and we're gonna go with Devil for short.
Devil. Devil. Yeah, I can work with that.
This would have been the end of the conversation with half of America about 30 years ago.
Why's it? Oh, I don't know. Say it.
Be honest. How's it look?
The first white character, and he's a criminal. Imagine that.
The one who never talks is getting away.
And that makes 2 white criminals in this episode, with only 2 white characters. But the dumpster full of petty criminals is diverse, so at least there's that. The supervillain turns out to be a blonde-haired white woman. Imagine that.
Not Moon Girl. She did so much good for folks around here. I don't buy it.
I told you it was that no good dino.
I just wonder where the parents are.
Let's not rush to judgment. We may not have the full story yet.
Just keeping track here, the mom is smart enough to realize that Moon Girl is good, grandfather is wrong, the dad is embarrassing himself, and the grandmother is actually wise.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
2 men stupid, 2 women smart, and the husband cooks breakfast.
Soccer is boring.
LGBT and trans stickers. I forgot to mention that Brooklyn is played by India Moore, who identifies as transgender and is non-binary.
Megan Rapinoe's pretty rad.
Is there someone other than the soccer player that's named Megan Rapinoe?
I am far more powerful than you will ever be.
White lady supervillain tells black girl superhero that she's more powerful than she will ever be. Very subtle.
This is not on you. Even the smartest girl in the world can't do everything. That's why you gotta lean on the people who love you. You got me and Pops, your mom and dad.
That's actually a good lesson.
Oh boy, those kids got to her today.
Ooh, honey, I look like that my first week too.
Look at that. Only 2 white speaking roles in the episode, and one of them is made to look incapable of doing their job.
All right, electrical lady, let's dance.
How about the electric slide?
I think Jimmy here is actually Asian, so he could just be a man that's an idiot. But I think he's probably a white man idiot.
We're taking our power back.
Power struggle imagery in a kid's show.
Devos needs to destroy!
I think Devos is a robot in this one. In the comics, he's an alien cyborg. He's still voiced by a white guy, though, and they're keeping that white villainy streak alive.
Don't tell it to me if it's not true, like Michelle Obama!
Glorification of recent political figures in a kid's cartoon.
Appears to be a literal troll under the Williamsburg Bridge.
2 gay dads in a show marketed to preschoolers.
They're too shiny and they roll around like a plate.
Another supervillain. Another white voice actor. What a trend. Activism and petition signing in a show merchandise to preschoolers.
It's called a can of whoop yo hey.
Strategic bleeping in a kid's show.
Stuff like that is why I married him, sweetheart.
Heterosexual flirting between a married couple. I don't know. I might have to like this one.
Not you. I'm talking to my dad.
LGBT characters in a show merchandise to preschoolers. Disrespect of parental figures by a child. Also, her dads are Puerto Rican and Jewish, so just like Proud Family Louder and Prouder, they make at least one of the gay dads Jewish. What's up with that? Dude in a dress.
I'm taking a shortcut to fame by taking you out.
Yet another supervillain is white.
I want Dinosaur!
And another white supervillain.
Remember me? Gravitas.
Finally, some representation on this show.
Simple.
Dude in a dress, in full color.
What the?
Strategic bleeping in a kid's show.
Lunella, honey.
She's got to learn this on her own.
The grandmother character is actually great.
LOS can connect to any network or device, but what they really want to do.
Referring to this computer, which is obviously an it, as a they, backdooring non-binary pronouns into a kid's show.
I am LOS 307, a non-binary logarithmic operating system.
The computer, which is digital and therefore binary, refers to itself as non-binary, probably because the computer is voiced by Asia Kate Dillon, who identifies as a non-binary they. And yet another supervillain is played by a white actor.
They/them pronouns, pretty please.
Hey, just like Ty.
Go Lunella!
Lunella.
Multiple non-binary characters using they/them pronouns in a show marketed to preschoolers. By the way, Ty, the one with they/them pronouns, is played by Ian Alexander and identifies as transgender. You might recognize Ian Alexander from Star Trek Discovery.
She, her for me.
A Marvel superhero shares her pronouns in a show marketed to preschoolers. Some might view that as weaponizing representation in order to shoehorn in gender ideology.
I got to know LOS pretty well. I think they're a great candidate for the open guidance counselor position.
Let me show you to your office.
Non-binary they/them guidance counselor that will help to shape the youth of Manhattan's Lower East Side in a show merchandise to preschoolers.
I mean, your hair always looks messy like that. Like how it stands on end, all frizzy. But that's the look you're going for, right?
Another white character is a jerk. LGBT signaling in a show marketed to preschoolers.
Your hair is pretty now.
Aw, thanks, girly, but I prefer fierce.
This white girl is reinforcing a hair standard that Lunella will realize is incorrect by the end of the episode. Imagine that.
Why is that awful smell coming from my kitchen?
So the dad is not so smart and he's living with the main character's grandparents. Emasculation of a black father.
We live in a society that's never valued our natural hair.
People tend to criticize what they don't understand, so they tell us our natural hair is sloppy, unkept, unprofessional, or even ugly.
Discussion of systemic oppression in a kids show.
But they're wrong. Our hair is versatile, textured, beautiful, political.
And to be clear, they said it's political, not me. The same white girl that was the inciting incident before is shocked that Lunella is accepting her natural hair. Very subtle.
Alcoholic Lin Pham was a fanatic for fancy heels.
Another supervillain, another white voice actor.
I don't get it. What is the human obsession with remakes? This animated version is way better.
They have the Beyonder, voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, insult live-action remakes and call the animated versions better. I'm not sure if he knows this, but people who do that are called very mean names in the press. That's the end of part 1. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Is there anything we missed? Is there something else you'd like us to cover? For more, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter @JonasJCampbell, or stay tuned to thatparkplace.com.